Today I want to show you how to make another cane with extruder. As you can see, I made 2 grams of each color to be precise. And now gently I roll them on the palm of my hand. Shape each color into matching teardrops. Consistency and size makes the final cane look cleaner. Gently press each teardrop into a flat disc. Make every piece a uniform coin shape before assembly. The coin shape is key to creating the final pattern. As you can see, I've chosen 4 different colors. The colors are dark blue, turquoise, lime green, and fuchsia. I made 4 pieces of each color, so I will be able to make 4 times of the same pattern. This arrangement is important because all the pieces will go into the extruder together. The shape of the clays don't have to be perfect because we will stack them together later. Now it's time to stack the clay pieces. I place them one on top of another, keeping the colors in the same order all the way through. Try to align each piece as evenly as possible. The more accurate your stack is, the cleaner your final pattern will be. As I add each piece, I press it gently so they bond together without trapping air between the layers. Don't worry if the edges aren't perfect, you can smooth them out in the next step. Once all the pieces are stacked, I gently compress the cane from the sides to make sure everything is firmly connected. This creates one solid piece that's ready for rolling. Taking a little extra time here will help you achieve a much more consistent result after extrusion. Now the cane is ready for the next step. Now it's time for the fun part, extruding the clay. I'm using a round disc on my clay extruder to create long, even strands as the clay comes out. Try not to pull on it. Instead, let it feed through naturally while gently guiding it with your hand. Pulling too hard can stretch the pattern and create uneven thickness. You'll notice that each strand has the same color sequence because we carefully stacked the clay earlier. That's exactly what we wanted. Every strand will have a consistent pattern from beginning to end. Continue extruding until you've used all of the clay. Don't worry if the strands curl or twist as they come out, that's completely normal. Simply lay them on your work surface without stretching them. The goal is to preserve the pattern inside each strand. If one strand breaks, don't panic. Polymer clay can sometimes crack if it's a little firm or if too much pressure is applied. Just continue extruding the remaining clay. Slow, steady pressure produces much more even strands than forcing the clay through the extruder too quickly. Once all of the clay has been extruded, you'll have a long strand which is now ready for the next stage, where we'll arrange them together to build the final cane design. Now I cut the extruded strands into equal lengths and place them side by side. I make sure the color sequence is facing the same direction in every strand. This is an important step because it keeps the pattern consistent throughout the cane. Once the strands are lined up, I gently press them together so they bond into one solid block. I don't apply too much pressure, I just want the strands to stick together without distorting the pattern. Take your time to align everything as neatly as possible. A well-organized block at this stage will produce a much cleaner and more professional result in the final cane. Once all the strands are joined together, we're ready to move on to the next step. Now it's time to transform the pattern even further. I cut the cane into 2 equal pieces, making sure the cut is as clean and straight as possible. Next, I rotate 1/2 by 90 degrees before placing the 2 pieces back together. This simple rotation completely changes the way the pattern interacts, creating a more complex and interesting design. I carefully align the edges so the two halves fit together neatly. Once I'm happy with the placement, I gently press them together to create one solid cane again. Taking your time during this step is important because proper alignment will give you a much cleaner and more symmetrical pattern when the cane is reduced and sliced. Even a small adjustment here can make a big difference in the final result.